fridge camera links to his smartphone, so he knows when he's running low on AI-OI.
Hey, listen.
Bring home the win at Best Buy. Up to 35% off major appliances.
Why is Best Buy advertising on our show?
I don't know. Free advertisement?
I'm going to go and demand the free something or other electronic from them.
That was weird.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
You need to find bands that are a little bit different. They're a little bit outside of the box.
We're looking at bands that we can relate to,
like bands that remind us of how we were.
I hope he
when we were
appreciated
younger.
it.
You can coach somebody in, press or any of that stuff. But I think that finding somebody who's like a dynamic songwriter or a dynamic performer, that's like something you can't. It's harder to.
For going forward with him, yeah, he has to. He should.
Hey, listen, any guy that would allow you to hang out with two nut jobs like us can't be all that bad, you know? I mean, really. Let's be honest. Gee.
We're allowed to only get phone calls. We're not allowed to go see them.
We're like Steve Martin, two wild and crazy guys.
Crazy guys.
Yeah.
Dan Aykroyd and Steve Martin. Yes, sirree.
Just two wild and crazy guys.
But anyway.
I look at it this way. I'm married 11 years to him. We're together, as of yesterday, 16 years. I'm going to be 50. He's going to be 47 at the end of this month. We've been through...
robbing the cradle, huh?
Yeah. We've had our ups and downs. We've had our separations. I went one way. He literally stayed. I mean, he literally watched me, live my life. And with all the losses that we had and my medical issues, he stood there. I mean, he supported me. He was there. He came to the hospital every day. He came to my doctor's appointments. He still comes to my doctor's appointments. We have a kid together. Where am I going? At 50 years old, do I really want to start all over again? If I'm going to start all over again, I might as well start all over with the person that I've been with and really work out our problems. And that's the one thing that we didn't do in the past couple of years. And now we realize it. And, he even says, he was like, him speaking, saying, I'm not going anywhere. He's like, I'll fight for you as hard as I can. I know my wrongs. I know what I've done, and I'm going to, make it up to you. And, he's been there. I can't say that he hasn't. Truth be told, if I would have signed the papers, I don't know where my life would be because I can't work anymore. So, I have someone that's supporting me and supporting my daughter, and it's not just my daughter, it's his as well.
That's true. Well, listen, as long as you guys get along...
Well, I wouldn't say that too loudly because I wouldn't let the government know about that because, you are entitled to disability and, disability Social Security. And
right.
You want to make sure that that doesn't affect the fact that he's helping you out, So.
Right. No, I know. I mean, the sad part is I'm bored off my face. I'm not the type that likes to stay home. I want to go to work. I right now I just can't because it aggravates my condition. I get stressed, and God forbid something happens to me while I'm at work, wherever I am, and I'm not close to home. I need to be close to home.
You ever think of keeping a journal?
I'm supposed to.
Because...
The doctors all told me that I'm supposed to.
I mean, for one thing, it's good for you to get everything out and down on paper. And, it doesn't even have to start from now. Think back to when the marriage started to go sour. Okay? Because now you could look back at it with hindsight, okay? And you could see your faults, Scott's faults, okay? And no one's going to read it but you unless you allow other people, let's say, look, I've always said that a diary, a journal is personal, and I don't even think somebody's spouse should read it, or I don't even think a mother or father should read the journal of their children, because if the child is encouraged to write down their thoughts, okay, they have no right to read it. It's very personal, but it kills some time. You may even think about writing stories, or
well, you know the writings. Well, you know the writings that I do. I mean, I have those, and I do have a few other things tucked away that nobody sees. Throughout my life and my journeys through life and who I've been with, and I mean, I do have stuff like that.
I mean, just think about the decision to convert from Judaism to Catholicism. Okay, think about all the losses that you had last year. Okay, and your relationship with each one of the people, who passed away much too soon. I mean, it says.
It's funny you said that because it just started. The first death was the other day. It was a year, and now my I forget when it's coming close to the next one. The one that really hit me. One of the ones that hit me hard. The one that had the triple heart attack. His anniversary is coming up this month. First, his birthday. His birthday is next week, and then a week later, he passed away.
It's
so
never
that. And then in August, I have the other two that died that really shook me up.
Well, it's never easy, but it says in the Torah, the good die young, so that they have not had the opportunity to be corrupted. And the evil live longer, because for them there's always hope that they can change. What can I tell you? And let's face it, when somebody does die young, we tend to almost make saints out of them, because if they haven't had a chance to do or hurt anybody, we don't think along the lines of, they might have done this had they lived or whatever. And unfortunately, you find it in families where a child dies and then a younger sibling or an older sibling, one of the parents might say, which is of course very wrong, they would say, why couldn't you be more like your brother, or why couldn't you be more like your sister? Which of course hurts the person who they're talking to, and sometimes you don't know whether or not the person who said whatever it is they said actually understands, what they just did,
Right.
But
all right, here we go. Let's see if this works. Okay.
Chad said he'll try, by the way.
He'll try what?
He'll try to get on.
Oh.
Why? Is he having problems like I did?
Oh, I don't know. Well, usually, we keep telling him, like 10, 15, so we have a chance to shoot the breeze for a while and discuss politics before we actually discuss religion, But my friend, I don't know if he's still listening with his son down in Florida, but his son is a Buddhist.
Say, keep them coming and give her the cherries, will you?
Again?
Remember, you say make that an extra big one so I can catch up with him.
Listen to this.
Buzz, I cleaned up an old trunk yesterday, and I found that green tie of yours. The one with the stripes?
Really?
You know something, Buzz?
What, dear?
I kind of miss your singing in the bathtub.
Bob Hope.
Good old singing.
Let's see.
Is that him?
Yeah.
Thanks for the memory of rainy afternoons, swingy Harlem tunes, motor trips and burning lips and burning toast and prunes. How lovely it was. Thanks for the memory.
Leave it to Felix.
Candlelight and wine.
I know, right?
On the Rhine, the Parthenon, and moments on the Hudson River line. How lovely it was. Many's the time that we feasted, and many's the time that we fasted. Oh, well, it was swell while it lasted. We did have fun, and no harm done.
So thanks for the memories
of crap games on the floor, nights in Singapore. You might have been a headache, but you never were a bore. I thank you so much. Thanks for the memory of China's funny walls, transatlantic calls, that weekend at Niagara when we hardly saw the fall. How lovely that was. Thank you. Thanks for the memory of lunch from 12 to 4, sunburn at the shore, that pair of gay pajamas that you bought and never wore. Say, by the way, what did happen to those pajamas? Huh? Letters with sweet little secrets that couldn't be put in a day wire. Too bad it all had to go haywire. That's life, I guess. I love your dress. Do you? It's pretty. Thanks for the memory of faults that you forgave, rainbows on a wave, and stockings in the basin when a fellow needs a shave. I thank you so much. Thanks for the memory.
How long does this go on?
Of gardens at Versailles and beef and kidney pie. The night you worked and then came home with lipstick on your tie. How lovely that was. Huh?
Now we know what happened to the tie.
For the memory of
She thought it was funny. She laughed.
Pilsner by the case. And how I jumped the day you trumped my one and
No
only
idea.
ace. How lovely that was. We said goodbye with a highball.
1938.
And I got us high.
Oh, I think I was there.
You know the girl singer?
But we were
No.
intelligent
Charlie
people.
Ross.
No tears, no fuss.
You know
Hooray for us. Strictly entre nous. Darling, how are you? And how are all those little dreams that never did come true? Awfully glad I met you. Cheerio and toodaloo.
This is the longest 4 minutes in captivity.
47 seconds.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you. Oh, Bud.
I mean, I could have just put up with
I know.
one chorus of Thanks for the Memories. Not all 5 minutes.
oh, stop being fetch. That was rather enjoyable.
But I want to point something out. If you listen to the words, she talked about his, quote, gay pajamas. Okay? That's something you might be able to say back in 1938, you see, but you can't really say that now because gay connotes something different. You know, it's like, take the word ball, or as a verb, bawling. If a girl or a boy was in their room bawling 50 years ago or 60 years ago, it meant they were crying. If you talk about a boy or a girl bawling in their room now, it means they're having